Hi, my name is Tim Buwick for Total Pickleball. Welcome to the Minto US Open Pickleball Championships here in beautiful Naples, Florida. I have a question for you. After you hit a shot, how many times have you thought, what was I thinking? That's what the focus of this video is going to be. What are we thinking when we're on the court? Let's talk about the mental game of pickleball. Let's get right to it. There are two things we can control when we are on the pickleball court: our attitude and our effort. Let's focus on the mental aspects of pickleball. See, the key thing here is our approach to the game. How many times have we come off a court and said, how did I lose that game? How did I lose it? We want to turn that into, oh, did we steal one this time, didn't we? Oftentimes the difference between winning and losing is between the ears. Maybe we are on an even plane in terms of skills and ability against our opponent. What we need and what we want is that extra edge, which is the mental game. Point number one when talking about the mental game is when we're on a roll, let's just keep doing what we're doing. It seems really obvious, doesn't it? However, sometimes we change it up for variety, not thinking it makes a difference. Like we change up the rotation of the serve. Or we say after winning a game in a best 2 out of 3 match, well, let's start on different sides. No, if it's working, don't change it. And so often we do, where we say, all right, there's a certain shot we're hitting, or there's a certain way we're working a point, and yet, because we want variety, we start trying something new. Just keep it simple. If it's working, don't change it. Key point number 2 on the mental game is the opposite of that. What do we do when the wheels start coming off the bus? When nothing is going right? How many times have we been on the court and you turn around and go, my gosh, we're down 2-8. How did that happen? That's where we need to stop, maybe call a timeout, just say, all right, what's the problem here? You talk it over with your partner, or if you're playing singles, saying, okay, how did I dig myself into this hole? And then we need to change tactics. So a couple of things to think about when the wheels start coming off the bus. One is I like to simplify the game. You know, sometimes you go out there and you just say, I'm just not in rhythm. I just don't have it today. That doesn't mean you're gonna lose the match. We need to simplify. So I focus on 2 things primarily: making contact with the ball out in front and also watching the ball. A lot of times I'll increase my margin for error so that it gives me time to get back in rhythm. What we want to do is we want to give the opponent a chance to miss the shot. What happens in every sport, you see it everywhere, not just in pickleball, but any sport. When a team or a person gets in trouble, we have a tendency to force things. We ramp it up and we get even more amped up because we get frustrated. We need to do the opposite. Calm, quick, compact, chill out, take a breath, and then just say, all right, what's not working? How can I change tactics? Let's try that so we can stop the bleeding. The third and final point I want to make in this video is our mental approach as we step onto the court. I want my opponent to think when they see me and my partner, oh, they're going to be in a dogfight. I'm going to make them hit one more ball. We talked about just a moment ago about what happens when the wheels come off the bus. Oftentimes I'll turn to my partner and say, hey, let's just make them earn it. Let's just make them earn it. Make them hit one more ball. So often we have a tendency to force things when things aren't going well. So have the mental approach to the game that you are in it to win it, regardless of how the game is flowing. We know how quickly the mentality changes in pickleball. Sometimes the most satisfying victories are the matches that you're in when you don't bring your A game, when you're a little bit off, but somehow, some way you gutted it out. That's the proper mental approach to the game. You can do it, get the W, even when maybe you're not at your best. I hope you enjoyed this video on the mental approach to pickleball. Remember, get your mind right. When you get your mind right, you have the edge against your opponent. These 3 points, practice them, They'll work for you to get more wins in your pickleball career. For more tips and tricks, make sure you go to totalpickleball.com.